Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis and plenty of shit talking, and in the course of this week, live reaction to the Thursday Night Football game. I'm your host, and, resident Titans fan, JC. Joining me, we got...
He ain't gonna be no Titans fan more after this week. This is Chickenwing. Hi, guys. How you doing? Yeah, fuck all of you. Bitches.
What's up, everybody? This is your favorite Giants fan who is going to find a heroin dealer pretty fucking soon.
Rob.
So you're saying I'm not your heroin dealer? Oh, by the way, this is Rob, the Vikings fan. Yeah. And, have a great day.
This is DJ, Cowboys fan. I'm just waiting for them to disappoint me again. So we'll see what comes up tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday as well.
This is Phil, the Jags fan, and if this week didn't show you that the Titans are America's worst enemy by just giving the Chiefs another Super Bowl, I don't know what else to tell the rest of you.
Ah, yes, Thanos.
It's funny. Everyone says that. Everyone thought D-Hop was washed up when he went to Tennessee, and now,
To be fair, everybody looks washed up when they put on the Tennessee Titans uniform. To be fair,
And everybody was freaking amazing when Patrick Mahomes was throwing.
100% facts.
honestly, that's about to be some. Remember when Randy Moss left the Raiders? That's going to be that same shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It could be that. So
I can't say too much because both of these franchises look directionless with no quarterback. So who am I to say anything?
yeah. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll recap Week 7. Talk a bit of sports news, talk a bit of World Series as well, and make our predictions for Week 8, one of which is happening right now as we record. We're recording on Thursday this week, and so we're less than 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Thursday night matchup between Minnesota and the Rams.
Who are up 1.
Yeah, well, real quickly right now, let's just pull it up. We might as well just say it. Every one of us picked Minnesota to win this game. And with a little over 4 minutes left, the Rams are up 8 on this one. So,
The Rams started out 7-1, 8-1. So it doesn't surprise me that they're doing Minnesota things and just starting to realize that they're not that good and just start choking. I should be surprised, but I'm not.
You mean the Vikings
Vikings
started
started
5-1?
yeah, you said
Who
You said
did
the
I say?
Rams.
yeah.
You said
That's
Rams.
what I meant. The Vikings. That's what I
Okay.
meant. The Vikings. Yeah.
They're 5-1.
It's
5-1,
funny.
thanks.
Everyone
Yeah.
was sitting there saying, even after that loss to Detroit, like, hey, they should trade Sam Darnold.
That's insane because they lost by 2 points. That's insane.
And they're like,
Where's Darnold has that? He's at 240 yards right now with 2 touchdowns.
yeah.
Justin Jefferson's like over 100 yards received. There, I think.
Yeah, but definitely trade him though.
Everyone's
Yeah,
saying,
definitely trade
they
him,
should
though.
Trade for
He's
Matt
the problem.
Stafford after Thursday Night Football. They should trade for Matt Stafford. I don't know if the Rams are going to want to trade Matt Stafford after this right now. Especially if the Rams pull this out and finish it off. So,
I just don't think anybody expected both Nakua and Cup to come back the same game.
yeah.
No, I certainly didn't.
So
Yeah.
Shit sucks. He's riding my bench enjoying himself.
They planned that.
Yeah.
Well, how
Fucking hell.
did we do in Week 7? Phil, Chickenwing, and myself went 12-3. Rob and DJ 9-6, and Nori went 7-8. So overall, Phil and Chickenwing are tied with 71 correct picks. I'm in third with 64. Rob has 62, DJ 59, and Nori 58. So, but looking back on Week 7, Phil, we'll start with you. Any picks you regret? Any surprises from you?
Yeah, Saints. I think are. I mean, I was. I mean, the whole NFC South, really. I guess I had faith in them. They kind of just let me down. Green Bay. My Jags got to face them this week. I'm not feeling great about that after what they did to Houston. I wasn't expecting that. That's kind of those are mine.
All right. Chickenwing, what about you?
I have no regrets.
You took the Saints,
Not me.
bro. You know regrets?
And
Yeah, seriously?
listen.
You took the
Listen.
Saints with Rattler as a quarterback. Are you serious?
I'm not a believer in Bo Callahan. I mean, Bo Nix.
Okay.
Yes, that
I
guy.
took the Saints too. Yeah, I took the
I know I
Saints
took
too.
the Saints too, but
Rattler
in the famous words of a wonderful man, knowing what I know, Thanks, Nori.
Mhm.
I just it was an educated guess, and unfortunately, I was just wrong.
To be fair, to even though most of us called Broncos, they're not too off base because 65% of Yahoo people also didn't realize that Derek Carr wasn't playing, or Michael Thomas, or any of their starting lineup, and also missing a tight end, I think. So maybe everybody else's internet broke that day, but yeah.
Could be.
As for me, I regret going with the Giants. Not thinking that maybe Saquon would be out for a little bit of revenge, and that shit talking and that stuff would fire him up. And my God, did he tear it up in MetLife? That is my one regret. My surprise is how bad the Falcons lost to the Seahawks at home. By the way,
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was wow. So
That was kind of wild. But Kenneth Walker did justice for me. Gave me points on the fantasy. Gave me my 7th win. Thanks.
you can't count the Seahawks out now, especially with all the injuries in San Francisco. So,
True. Very true. Very true. Very true.
Rob, what about you?
Only regret was choosing the Niners when they had to fight the refs too. So
Shut up, Rob. No, they fought the refs. They fought the injuries. They fought the Madden curse. They fought the Super Bowl hangover.
The hospital staff.
The
At
hospital
least-
staff. Come on. Jesus.
What?
And the Chiefs still managed to win. Oh, go figure.
DJ, what about you?
Yeah, no regrets, but and the surprise I have is that the Giants lost as bad as they did. The game could have gone either way, is what I really thought would happen, but I didn't. I mean, it almost seemed like they gave up. They just kind of rolled over. I mean, once Saquon started running, they just said, "All right, fuck it, we can't do anything," and it was over in the second quarter. That was actually a surprise to me. And yeah, the Falcons. I'm not saying that I expected Kirk Cousins to throw for 500 yards again, but I definitely expect them to put on a better showing than what they did. So yeah, that's basically it. Go Saints.
All right, Nori.
Yeah, so I massively regret picking the Falcons because I should know the curse. If most of America's picking the Falcons and I pick them, it's like I'm like Skip Bayless with the Cowboys. I should know better. I should have done America a service and picked Seattle so they could have won. I regret not saving my pick for the Broncos, but I don't regret not changing my pick for the Lions because I really should have lost that pick. I did pick confidently Minnesota. It came down to 2 points. Excellent game. I should have picked the Eagles simply because Andrew Thomas, our starting left tackle, he's like a top 5 left tackle in the league. Once he went down, that should have been a big clue to me that that's a wrap. We have some injuries in the defensive line, and the Giants are very much like a team where if a star goes out, the entire team collapses. And they're really, really hard to pick. And, fuck the Eagles, obviously. I'm never picking a team that Devonta Adams is facing, the Steelers, ever again. No matter where he is, I'm never picking him. Because every time he faces Steelers, he gets washed. How the fuck are you up 15-6 and you find new and creative ways to lose? And this is not even the Giants I'm talking about, guys. This is actually the Jets. A team that's talented on both sides of the ball. Now there's no coach to blame anymore, so they're not going to blame Coach Rodgers. So that's a frustrating team to watch because they're actually very talented.
Jets gonna jet.
I don't regret picking the Chargers too much.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Serious question. If Devontae would have moved to the Giants, who plays the Steelers this weekend, and he loses to Pittsburgh again.
Oh,
the Giants would have lost.
With Andrew Thomas out, I'm still picking the Steelers.
No. The question is would you have respect for him being the only player to lose 3 times to the same team in one season?
No, I don't respect losers. I don't respect myself for being a fucking Giants fan. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
I know.
The Chargers. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I was going to put that in the regret column, but that was very much a coin flip game. I mean, that's a 2-point game. That's, America seemed to be split on that too. So,
just on a side note, gonna throw out Phil knows what it's like to lose the same team 3 times in a year. So just throw that out there.
Shots fired.
Love you, Phil.
Damn.
Nori, though, I gotta ask. You said Minnesota. You were high on them on the podcast, and then you changed it to Detroit. Why was
So
that?
actually, when I saved it, I really thought I saved Minnesota.
Oh,
I didn't
so you
actually
got
make
lucky.
the change. So me not saving the Saints game, because that should have been the Broncos, because I was very high on the Broncos winning that specific game because Spencer Rattler is a terrible fucking quarterback. The Saints are one of the 2 teams in the league that Daniel Jones is an upgrade. One of the 2 teams, the Raiders and the Saints. Everybody else, I'll take the quarterback as an upgrade.
Well, Carr's out, right?
What happened?
Isn't Carr out?
Yeah, Carr's out.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Spencer Rattler. If Carr was playing, I confidently I think would have picked the Saints. That would have been a very different game. But Spencer Rattler's just bad. Plus, to be fair to the quarterback, he's not only a bad quarterback. He was throwing to bus drivers. Like you have to actually look up, unless you're a Saints fan, you have to actually Google who one of their starting wide receivers is. They have 2 major injuries: Rashid Rice and I think somebody else.
Chris Olave.
Chris Olave. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is Michael Thomas still in the league?
I
I think
don't
he's hurt, isn't he?
Hurt. Okay.
He's hurt. Kamara's fighting
I think
something.
Kamara's hurt too, right?
Yeah.
So that whole team,
And
that was
he's
a major.
Still got an extension, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
That was a major reason I picked the Broncos.
Yeah.
Major reason, because the Saints had all those injuries and they're not good enough to overcome them. Oh, I know my major regret. The Jaguars pick. I should have picked the Jaguars.
Yeah.
I thought Drake May would have a great game. Whatever, he's still learning the ropes. Jaguars beat their ass, so good for them.
Yep.
It's the Patriots. That was my only reason why. Sorry, Phil. I had nothing else for your team, but they're playing against the Patriots.
Yeah, hey, me too.
There you
Me
go.
too. I told you guys I wasn't going
Respect.
to pick them. I told you guys I wasn't going to pick them again. I did pick them last week because I was like, oh man, it's a fucking Patriots.
Well, then I have to ask, Phil, is this the last time you're picking the Jags to win the rest of the season?
I did look through their schedule real quick,
Okay.
but I do know.
Let me go ahead and pull it up.
They're going to play the Titans twice, so
Well, that's
Well, hold on a second. Hey, hold on, JC. Last week we went through the Cowboys picks for the rest of the season. Let's go through the Jags picks real quick and see what we're talking about.
Oh,
Wait, before we
I'm gonna
get
wait
to
for the
that,
bye week for that, but I mean it's tempting.
before we get to that, I've never seen a week that I remembered in recent memory where there's multiple games at 2 points. The Chargers, Arizona, 2 points. Fucking even the Rams and who now the Rams look invincible all of a sudden, only won by 5. Minnesota lost by 2. Green Bay won by
Green Bay.
2. That was crazy.
A lot of
That was
good
a
games
crazy
last
week.
week. Yeah.
Maybe the blowouts, or they were like stupidly close.
Yeah. All right.
So to answer your question about the Jags, yeah, I don't.
Oh
see
yeah, go for it.
rest of the
See your
season.
Jags picks, yeah.
Nah,
You want to do that real quick? We can. Phil?
It's Packers, Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Texans. Next 5 games.
Well, let's.
yeah. I was just looking at it.
Let's do one at a time. Yeah, let's do that.
So obviously the Packers this week.
That's an L.
Yeah.
That's a loss.
Eagles,
That's an L.
It's a loss.
Vikings.
Well, hold up. The Eagles is at Lincoln Financial Field.
Yeah,
so
so-
is that really an L? Yeah, it's still an L.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
an L.
Yeah, it's still an L.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Eagles and Jags?
Yeah.
Jags at
guys are-
Philly.
I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced because the Eagles have only looked good one fucking game this year, and that's against an injured Giants.
Okay.
If that's the prop me game that you need to look good, then okay, cool. You're the Super Bowl, champions, whatever. But they look like shit against everybody else, and the Jaguars don't look like shit anymore.
We'll see how they look this
That
week
was
against
New
us.
England. That bar is kind of low there, my friend. Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Let's see, Phil. Then there's Vikings.
Well, hold on. Wouldn't it be a motherfucker with that game, the Eagles game, where they lose that game? Doug Peterson loses in Philly, and then he comes back and wins 5.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the irony in that?
That'd be great. But
There.
Nora, are you killing animals back there, or what's going on?
Do you guys hear my dogs just fucking going at it?
Yes.
They're chasing each other around me. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
The
I
Vikings
thought you had some bears over there. Or
Let's see if I can
something.
take them outside.
Okay.
Talking about for the next 4 games.
What's up?
Then we got the Texans. So for the Jags, next 4 games are L's.
Yeah, it's Packers, Eagles, Vikings, Lions. Then you got the Texans after a bye.
That's a toss-up. Yeah, there's a lot of questions of the Texans these days. So
Currently, okay.
At Tennessee, that's a win for the Titans for sure. So
yeah,
might be the
that's
only time I'm picking Tennessee. To be honest with you. So,
Jaguars appear to have to turn their season around.
mhm.
This is where that begins. Because
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like a Dallas in December, but it's
after
Jacksonville
the
in December.
Texans, where there's
Okay.
a
So
constantly-
listen to this gauntlet in the schedule here. You got Tennessee, Jets, Raiders, and then Titans again. So
And the
and
Colts.
it's the Colts, the team we beat
He
already.
said,
yeah, but
Oh.
here's the thing.
he said
You
Titans
win,
again.
you can beat the Colts at home. You can't beat them on the road.
Damn.
Goes both ways. So
Damn.
yeah.
That's that Nostradamus again, bro.
Everyone just go to week 18 and pick the Colts right now at this point.
I'm doing that shit right the fuck
Doing it right
now.
now.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right
Hey,
now.
let's
Week
Doing it right now.
18.
You know, it's funny. Conventional football, JC is very hit or miss on, but when it comes to these Warlock stats, he's like 1,000-0. It's kind of cool, fucking
Plus,
wild.
you go back and look at the Jags' record in week 18, especially when the playoffs are on the line. Not good. So,
Yeah, that's not good. That's terrible.
oh, safety.
Take the opposing team. No way.
Yep.
Who, Minnesota?
Minnesota just got tackled in the
Minnesota.
end zone. Safety for the Rams.
Oh, safety
Wow.
for the. Oh, well, that's game then. All right,
That's a wrap.
GG's.
GG's. All right, cool.
I like when we all fail to pick together because I'd rather drown together than,
Yeah.
one of you guys be happy. Can't
Now,
have
I'm
that.
curious how this is going to work because obviously with the new kickoff rule, obviously it's a free kick. The Vikings they can't use a tee. And obviously there's a way to do an onside kick, but obviously it's like a drop. Ooh, that was a face mask. That shouldn't have been a safety. That should have been a face mask penalty. Uh-oh. They didn't call it. Anyway,
Ruh-roh.
Nice.
yeah.
Ruh-roh.
So I'm curious, like, there's some weird rule about it. Obviously, when you go for an onside kick, you have to declare it. You can't do a surprise onside anymore, which is so stupid.
That's really stupid.
Yeah. But
Well,
I don't know.
safety, guys.
See what they decide to do.
Millions of Madden players fell to their knees in Walmart
Yeah.
when you couldn't do random onside kicks anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's just the weirdest thing.
It's crazy. Yeah.
All
Wild.
right. Well,
Shocker.
while we wait for that play to happen, let's talk a little sport news. Obviously, college football-wise, the Horns did drop one at home to the Bulldogs. Texas's offensive line just looked like shit.
They didn't drop
Oh,
one. They
fuck.
dropped their They didn't just drop one. They dropped their fucking pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The offensive line especially.
My God, that was bad. Did not expect that.
So the new number one team in the country is Oregon. Georgia's moved up to 2. Penn State 3. Ohio State 4. That's in both polls. In the AP poll, Texas only dropped to 5. Miami at 6, where they're reversed in the coaches poll. Lost in all this shuffle is the fact that Alabama lost again, this time to Tennessee. So,
No.
Oh,
yeah,
we didn't lose that in the shuffle, buddy. I know they lost.
yeah.
We didn't lose that.
And
Sons of bitches.
Michigan lost as well. Michigan the defending national champions have dropped from the rankings in both polls.
Wow.
Army and Navy continue their undefeated course to potentially play 2 weeks in a row against each other. And look who's number 25, guys. Vanderbilt. The
Yep.
Longhorns' next opponent this week. And by the way, look, I love my Horns, but this is hilarious. Vanderbilt has built temporary netting where the visitor stands are, where the Longhorn fans are going to sit after the Horns peppered the field with beer cans and bottles after a horrible pass interference call that was later reversed, by the way, this past week. So,
Respect.
yeah.
Hey,
Gotta
gotta
drink
give it
to
up where I see it.
That's
Respect.
hilarious, to be honest
So
with you.
this is just coming across my board. I don't know how I missed this, but apparently the Week 9 Sunday night game got flexed. Not sure if you knew that, Jesse.
Is that
Yeah,
official?
it was fair.
That's official.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yep. Jaguars Eagles are knocked out of Sunday night football and changed it to Colts Vikings.
Oh, yeah, because that's so
Ooh.
much better.
That's better.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not. But,
I think
I
it's
mean,
better.
if
I'd rather
we-
watch that.
Yeah.
I'd rather
I
watch
mean,
that. Absolutely.
yes, I'd rather watch that. But like, as I'm looking through these Week 9 games, I mean, yeah, you know what? That's probably the best.
As
Yeah,
long as
I
it's
don't
not Giants, as long as it's not Giants and Cowboys in prime time, I'm good.
Interesting.
I agree. Completely agree, Nord.
We've already
The
suffered
only one
once.
that could make more sense is Cowboys Falcons.
I don't think so.
Nah.
Okay.
Why, we want to watch Cowboys lose? I
We're pretty
mean,
bad in prime time, so I don't mind getting flexed out. To be honest,
Okay, so let's
Well,
do
you know
it
what?
Week
You know what?
9.
Hold on.
Texans
second,
versus
Mike.
the Aaron Rodgers failed experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Really? We're gonna watch that. We got the
No.
beat up Dolphins versus the Bills. All right, cool. That's a
Two was
blowout.
back. Two was coming back.
Wait, did you say take Texans and Jets?
Dude, why are we talking about Week 9? That's like
Yeah, I know. Let's worry about that.
I'm so confused. What's happening right now? I'm trying to
He
keep
was
up.
just talking. There was a game flexed, but
There's a game flex. Next
by the
week.
way, interesting strategy on the free kick, onside kick. They just kicked it like a mile in the air, and then the Rams came down with the ball. Probably could have just fair catched it, but anyway.
Nice.
Bit of sports news. We'll keep going. The injury bug has hit the NFL. And ironic in the week that the Rams get their 2-star wide receivers back. The Niners, Chickenwing,
And
you
they
okay over
lost.
there?
Yeah, trash.
I'm
Looked
fine.
like trash.
Yeah. Is the season lost for your Niners now after that?
Ayuk? No.
Hopefully.
You, Debo, who else?
I mean,
No,
Debo's in the hospital.
Debo's in practice today. Kittle's in practice today. CMC is slated to come back week 10, which is after our bye, which is weird. You only get him for 7 games, whatever. No, that's fine. I mean, Hufanga is back. Fred Warner is here. Most of our hurt players, our hurt stars, are on offense. But as long as we got T. Will, we're fine.
so. I do want to break in with what Chickenwing was saying though, real quick.
What's that?
You guys are looking more like the San Francisco Saints to me. You guys are busted up.
San Francisco Saints.
Wow.
I like that.
Phil was saving those daggers.
He was.
He was.
He's had enough. He's loaded up on fucking Robitussin. He's had enough.
That's a lot of brain power to maintain that while Jay-Z paused it. And I had to.
He had to focus all that in there. He's like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get Chickenwing. Fuck him.
I mean,
Well,
the injuries have hit everybody. It's not just San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know, the Vikings lost a left tackle. That seems to be apparent this Thursday.
And a starting quarterback and a tight end.
Yeah. The
Dallas
Chiefs-
defensive line.
The Chiefs lost a couple receivers, which prompted them to like, hey, Tennessee, can we get D-Hop from you guys? Tennessee's like,
And they're like,
sure, send us some draft picks.
Sure.
Send us a conditional 5th round. Why not?
All right, cool. Here's a fax machine with that.
And on top of that,
5th rounder.
Tennessee also trades Ernest Jones to Seattle for Jerome Baker and a 4th round pick. So,
What are they?
What?
I mean, are they seeing something in this potential like graduating class where they're going to be able to replace all of their good players?
I mean, they're one and
They're rebuilding.
5. Wouldn't you be sellers at this point?
I
I'm
mean, I'd
good with
definitely
that,
be
Exactly.
sellers.
you know, so why not?
Unless you're trading low, you're selling low.
You know, Tennessee has a history of hitting around the 3rd and 4th round. They got Derrick Henry at that part of the draft, so you know, maybe something will pop up. You never know. So
Yeah, look what they just did with him too.
yeah, see what happens. But in addition to all that, a little more NFL news. Did you guys know the Browns are being sued by the city of Cleveland?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Brown's gonna brown.
What they do now?
Appropriately called the Art Modell Law. And in essence, the Cleveland Browns are trying to build a new dome stadium just outside the city of Cleveland, like in the suburbs. The lease is up where their current stadium is in 2028. They're looking to like move to still within Cleveland, but outside downtown. And
Wait, Art Modell, wasn't he the Saints, the Ravens owner who like left in the middle of the night?
no, well, not in the middle of the night, but he moved the Browns out of Cleveland when he couldn't get a new stadium, and he moved them to Baltimore. So they,
I'm caught up on the jaws now. Okay.
basically, the year after the Browns left for Baltimore, the city of Cleveland put in a new law. Oh, it's actually a state law. It was passed. That's if a team is getting funding from plays their home games in a tax-supported facility or gets funding from state or political subdivision, they can't leave unless it gets permission to play elsewhere or gives 6-month notice.
Oh, I thought you needed a 6-month notice? Bet.
So-
Here's 3 years. I'm leaving.
Basically, the Browns are like exploring a potential suburb stadium, and the city's threatening to invoke the Modell Law, as they call it, to prevent them from doing so.
So
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, say what you want about Jackson. It was a big deal getting the funding for this with the city and the team both agreed and all worked out a couple weeks ago. I mean, speaking of Jacksonville Super Bowl, without a doubt, that thing looks badass.
Good.
Now, in the sports world, that's not the only lawsuit out there right now.
Of course not.
Clippers are getting sued, guys.
This
Yeah,
is
man.
me.
Yeah.
Well, it's news to me.
Uh,
Oh wait, is it the trainer
Kawhi
that got
stuff.
fired?
a former strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So he
That's
sued
funny.
the team and the president of basketball operations, claiming wrongful termination because
Wrongful
he
termination,
says he
yeah.
raised concerns about how they were managing Kawhi Leonard's health and injuries.
I hope so many of these teams get. I hope so many
Oh
of
my
these teams get
God.
exposed.
Yeah.
Because that was why. That was a big reason why Kawhi started the whole independent doctor thing, because he didn't like how the Spurs doctors were looking at him, but they kept pumping him full of meds, and they weren't actually diagnosing the problem. This really started with Isaiah Thomas in Boston. Remember he signed that big-ass contract, and he's like, yeah, I'm kind of hurt. I don't want to play. And they guilted him into playing, and then he ruined his career.
Yeah.
This is exactly why they want third-party doctors, and the NBA and NFL doesn't like it. This is exactly why.
Lord. So
You would support him.
we
Fuck Kawhi.
shall see how this plays out, how the NBA potentially investigates it, and what we go from there. So, speaking of which, the NBA season has started. Officially, the regular season kicks off, even though nobody really watches until Christmas. But so. And we have a minority matchup in the World Series, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nori's
Nori's Yankees versus Rob's Dodgers. Dodgers getting the home field advantage by virtue of a better regular season record. Games 1 and 2 in LA this Friday and Saturday. Games 3, 4, and 5 are in New York Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then games 6 and 7 back in LA if necessary on Friday and Saturday. Which, if it goes to a game 6 or 7, officially the World Series will be ending in November. So we don't talk a whole lot of baseball, but this is, let's face it, this is the World Series that Major League Baseball has wanted for a long time.
Only fans of the Dodgers and Yankees are happy about this. This is like Lakers Boston
And true
in the
baseball
NBA.
fans,
Like
I will say.
nobody wants that.
Yeah.
But no, like a lot of people. I mean, you're a true baseball fan, but I'm saying a lot of people really are pissed off at this matchup. But to be fair, people are acting like this happens all the time. The last time both of these teams fought in the World Series was 1981, and LA won.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not like this is happening all the time.
Fernando Mania, speaking of which, rest in peace, Fernando Valenzuela. A lot of ties to San Antonio. He played his minor league ball with, now the Missions, but they were the San Antonio Dodgers at the time. But
The Dodgers, yeah.
yeah, so there's actually a great picture if you go to Nelson Wolff Stadium of him pitching for San Antonio, which is pretty cool. So, but yeah, this is, baseball fans should. My only thing with this is, I know the Dodgers look great pitching 33 scoreless innings at one point, but both of these lineups are stacked with hitters. I don't know how well the pitching is going to be handled on both sides. So, that's going to be rough, I know we get a pretty good matchup to start off the World Series. Garrett Cole and Flaherty.
Jack Flaherty.
Yep.
Mhm.
So
I'm very nervous about the series.
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. Like, it's I don't know. Like, I think it's just good for baseball in general. Like, you've got more fans from Japan buying tickets for the Dodger home games.
Did you see that? It was like double the amount of viewership too. Like
Yeah.
double.
Oh yeah. I think the
They're
average
not playing.
ticket price right now for a World Series game is $1,300.
That's standing room.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Which-
standing.
You're not-
Holy shit!
You're not
bro.
even getting a seat. You're just getting
Yeah.
you get to get in the door.
With
Nice.
right, speaking of which,
Right.
Game 5 right now is the most expensive on the market, and I'm kind of Game 5s are always my favorite in a 7-game series because either somebody is clinching
Somebody's clinching, yeah.
or you're getting a 2-2 and somebody needs some momentum, So it's someone's trying to stay alive. Game 5s are always my favorite, but
My
Yeah.
ass cheeks are going to be clinching this whole series.
well, let's get into our picks on this. Obviously, Nori and Rob are going to be picking last on this one, and we're going to go in our pick order here. Tell me who you think is going to win and then how many games. So, Phil, we'll start with you.
I'm I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know too much about either one of these teams. I haven't followed them too closely this year. I have a question though for everybody. What are the odds of this? I mean, I see Major League Baseball going international in a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes a lot of sense for a lot of reasons. I can totally see it happening. Mexico and Japan are two perfectly. I mean, I can see that happening. What do you guys think the odds of that are?
I mean, it's already an international sport. Like, you've got players literally from every corner of the world playing this.
Yeah.
So, like, and it's easily, like, outside of soccer, it's the most accessible sport to, like, everyone.
Because it's cheap.
Yeah,
But
you literally don't
tell
even
that
need,
to any
like...
youth sports parent, because trust me, it ain't cheap.
No, compare that shit to football. Compare that shit to everything else. It is fucking cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to other major sports like hockey, bro. JC, have you looked into how much it is to
I
sign up
know.
for your kid?
Trust me, my
the
brother-in-law
equipment, all that
played
shit
it. He's
for
from
hockey?
Canada. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Football, super expensive. Fucking golf's expensive, dude.
How much do you grow your fan base if you have a Major League Baseball team domestically? If you're Japanese or Mexican or anything,
They take a lot of pride in baseball in Japan. Like,
that's
it's
the
huge
thing, though.
in Japan.
Getting a major league team internationally outside of like Canada be rough. Mexico, maybe.
Mexico,
yeah, but even then, that's a lot of travel. And if you put a team in Mexico City, that elevation is higher than Denver. Imagine how far the ball is going to fly there. But I mean, just the way the game has grown globally. I mean, Major League Baseball did kick off the season in Korea this year with the Dodgers and Padres. So, and I kind of like where it's at. Because Japan has their own league. It's amazing to watch. Mexico has their own league. By the way, Trevor Bauer is a fucking god in Mexico after this season. Dude, how no major league team has signed him is beyond me. And I don't give a shit what he was accused of. He was acquitted of it. But he is an amazing pitcher. And he just, I'll be honest with you, everyone's like, wow, my team should sign him. As much as he talks shit, he's actually a good fit in Mexico. As much as that Mexican league goes. So... But Phil, what are you picking? How many games?
I'll say Yankees in 6.
All right.
in LA.
I'm gonna go Dodgers in 7.
Oh, the full range.
Yeah.
All right.
Chickenwing.
Yankees in 7 because fuck Rob. Go Nori.
Okay.
What the fuck? Have you been hacked? Are you sick? Are you dying?
He's just
I want to point out too before we get DJ. Go ahead for you.
Yankees in 7.
That's right.
Right. My
Rob.
wife, also a Dodgers fan, she has said Dodgers in 6. That's what she decided to say. Nori, we're gonna start with you, because
you know what's kind of funny? I had the exact same pick as Tina.
what, Dodgers in 6?
Dodgers in 6.
I really do.
That's
I really
funny.
do.
Okay.
I could usually feel it in my gut when this is our year, like this is a championship team, whatever. Like, I think we benefited from not getting certain matchups in the playoffs, and this reminds me of like the 2000 Giants. Just kind of, I know they had a high seed, they were the number 1 seed, I get it, but I feel like they overachieved. I'm not a huge believer. I'll be shocked as shit if the Yankees not only win, but it's less than 7 games. They're capable. Soto's a monster, but Aaron Judge continues to just only play defense in the playoffs, and he forgets that you have to like bat too. Like, you actually have a batting order, and you have to like swing the bat and like hit stuff. And he just seems to keep forgetting that. So it's annoying. And I think the Dodgers, Ohtani is fucking generational. Ohtani is on a frightening team, and I don't see the Dodgers losing. I just don't.
Okay.
It'll be a miracle if we split 2 in LA. I'll be really happy if we get to just one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, you only have to get one, really.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be really happy with one.
All right, and Rob, what do you got?
Dodgers is in 6.
Dodgers in 6. Wow.
Because I wanted to go back to LA, and that's where it ends.
All right. Should be a fun little.
And there's no way like New York loses 3 at home. Like, it's just not.
Fuck you, Rob.
I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be a split in LA, and then I think the Dodgers take 2 in New York, so they'll come back 3-2. But then the Yankees will get Game 6, and then just gotta go 7. Just
I hope you're right.
Yeah.
Shit.
But you say that about the Yankees. A lot of people have said this. Did the Yankees have an easy road to the World Series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Yankees fan. I'm telling you, they did. They just Boston Celtics this shit. Like they really did. They had a
How dare you
a
compare
cupcake
Boston to
kindergarten
Yankee.
fucking road to the. It didn't like 2009. I knew that was our year.
Yep.
Matter of fact, we fucked everybody up so much. I don't even remember who we beat. They were just there. They were just as a formality.
It's over under on assaults on Yankees fans while in LA over the next week and a half or so.
Oh man, same over under as LA fans in New
Same
York.
in New York, yeah.
Yeah, no, there's two big ass cities who like to scrap. So
It's what is it? Tupac versus Biggie all over again, right? So yeah.
and there's no Diddy to kill them both this time.
Oh my
Oh,
keeping with baseball, the A's may not be the only team that's not really playing in a major league stadium next year to start the season. As you guys know, Hurricane Milton hit Tampa pretty hard, and it tore the roof literally completely off of Tropicana Field, which was going to be used as a shelter for the first responders during the hurricane recovery.
Oh damn.
The problem is that with the amount of money it costs with the roof, the city has come out and said it will not be ready for opening day. So the Rays are exploring options. I know the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in Orlando is a potential option. And I'm just going to throw this out there. If you want to really troll it hard, I know there's a stadium in Oakland that's available. Tampa.
Ooh, that'd be evil.
We were not ready for that.
I mean,
That'd be evil.
That's just
I'm just saying, but yeah. So there's a lot on the table. Thankfully, yes, their spring training facility is in Florida. There's a lot all around Florida, but it's no one really knows right now what the Rays are going to do. But it is not looking like, at least for the opening of the season, and maybe possibly the whole season, the Rays will not be in Tampa at Tropicana Field for their home games.
To be fair, the Tampa has never really supported the Rays like they should. Even in their near championship years, they never supported them. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the only time they really went.
The Bucks never had this problem.
No,
It's just not a baseball city.
No, it's not. It's surprising with as much baseball as there is in Florida with spring training and everything. You would think they would support it, but
They'll be fine. I mean, they'll land somewhere like Orlando or Kissimmee or something like that. They'll be just fine. They'll get supported enough.
I mean, they have the impressive Marlins. Why would they need anybody else?
oh, Jesus Christ. That stadium is.
Sorry, the non-baseball
ugly.
fans don't know how hilarious that is because
right.
they're the worst organization in the entire sport.
Yeah, no, I know.
And look, as bad as Tampa is with the ground rules and the quick catwalk and everything, I'm going to tell you, probably the ugliest stadium that I've been to, of the ones I've been to, is Miami.
Really?
Yes. The field itself is beautiful. The way it's colored, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you walk off into the concourse, it's just fucking concrete. It's just nothing.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's nasty. So, yeah. It's just not that impressive. And I looked at it and I was like, man, that Marlins owner fleeced the city for this one. Like, they tore down the Orange Bowl for this shit, So, pretty shitty. So, all right. Well, do we have anything else to talk about? Any
Yes.
reactions or something like that? What you got?
So DJ, I know I like throwing strays at you a lot because fuck your team. But has anybody heard the news recently today, especially about Jerry Jones and his quote on the radio?
Which specific news?
one?
Because
It was today. It was just today. Everything that broke out today because of the interview that happened earlier this morning.
He had
I talk about all the players
this week. What are you
Are
talking
you talking about all the players who were coming out bitching about the tours?
No, how he threw Mike McCarthy under the bus.
Oh, what do you say?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
That's news to me.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that.
Yes. So a lot of those, a
ahead,
lot
Mike.
of those reporters. Yeah. Anyway, so essentially, what he did was, and like listening to Stephen A. and Dan Orlovsky, who both agreed, which is shocker because they hardly do that to each other. He essentially, basically, kind of covered his ass by saying that we made some bad plays, some weird, or not bad plays, but like unnecessary plays. Schemes aren't working. He tried to say that Derrick Henry wouldn't work with Dallas; it wouldn't fit it wouldn't fit
That's
this
right.
team.
He wouldn't be
Yes,
having the year he's
he
having with this team. Yeah.
he would not have the year he's having with this team because they don't run the offense. But it's funny enough because Stephen A. and both Dan Orlovsky said neither did Baltimore, and look what's going on with them. Look how they're making that work,
Exactly.
and it's wild. So he's saying that, and then he tried to cover it up by saying, well, he would have it would have been against the cap of why he didn't pick him up. Okay, that's the
I mean,
biggest
to be
load of
fair, maybe
bullshit
Jerry's right.
ever.
Maybe
Well,
Jerry's right
hold
because
on.
Dallas isn't well coached.
No, not that. Because the last
The
comment
cap.
where he tried to clean it up by saying he wouldn't fit the cap, that's bullshit. Because everybody knows that when you put a contract
That's
together,
bullshit.
you can make it work against the cap.
You
So
could
it's
you
total
could turn that
bullshit.
shit into a signing bonus.
Exactly, or an incentive
Yeah,
bonus,
nah.
or yeah, he could have been a
Nah.
cheap $8 million running back this year, and then work it into next year. So no, spare me the bullshit.
Jerry
And
needs to
then
just go towards the light already, dude.
and then the and then this and then so the other comment was about Mike McCarthy. So remember 2 weeks ago he was like he was standing behind him, he was backing up his coach. He's saying he wouldn't fire him mid-season, things of that nature. But then the comment came out today saying he was basically blaming Mike McCarthy without naming Mike McCarthy. And
So he's still standing behind him, but it's like way behind him.
no, because
way behind him.
the thing that made it really stick out is like he's blaming Mike McCarthy for the calls, which again Stephen A. has a point. You got rid of what's his name, the OC. I can't think of the top of my head.
Kellen Moore.
There you go, Kellen Moore. So
Who's
Kellen
doing
Moore is
fine, by the
gone.
way.
He was doing fine, exactly. You were having 11, 12, 13 win seasons consistently. Okay, cool. And then you lost Dan Quinn, your DC. Now look at your defense. You got all the talent in the world, but all of a sudden you're saying, well, no, with the play calling is what's not working for us. Since when? Okay, And so my question to you, DJ, because this is you first, is now because obviously you heard about it.
Yep.
What are your thoughts behind all that?
Well, first of all, let me address a comment that you made where you said we lost our defensive coordinator. We didn't lose him. Jerry Jones didn't sign him like he should have.
Yeah,
So
they know where to find him. They didn't they didn't
yeah,
lose him.
let's call it what
No.
it is.
True.
He had an
That's right.
opportunity to keep him there, but he decided he didn't want him to do that. He decided that it'd be a better idea to keep Mike McCarthy. But
Okay.
anyway,
Fair.
so my thoughts are this. Jerry Jones does not know how to spell accountability, so he's never going to hold himself accountable. What he's going to do is he's going to pick and choose where to place blame, and the media is going to eat it up because they love getting sound bites, regardless of what they're going to use the sound bites for. So he's going to say the scheme this, or the play calling this, or player efforts this, but he's never going to say, I did not do this. I should have done this. I could have done a better this. He'll never do that. So now this is just a joke to me. So all of these things you're saying, I just laugh. It's funny.
Sorry.
I said it at the beginning of the season. It's fine. You can laugh as much as you want. I'm not going to let them hurt me anymore.
DJ used to have so much hope as a Cowboys fan. No matter what, he was always so hopeful every year. I've never seen dejected and disgusted. It does make me sad.
It's a joke. I'm not going to allow them to hurt me anymore. Every time I hear that Jerry Jones or Mike McCarthy is speaking, I get ready to laugh. I don't even really listen to see if anything intelligent is going to be said because it isn't. It's just going to be sound bites that people will use. Then the players are going to come in. They're going to say, "Oh, well, we support our coach. We support this. We're a unit. We want to win. We're ready to play. Blah blah blah." And then they get a 40-piece dropped on them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference.
Well, I mean, how would you feel? How do you feel about the reaction Mike McCarthy gave? I'm not sure if you saw that one. His reaction was essentially, to those that didn't catch it, was news to me. maybe I need to go look at the tape and see exactly what we need to dish up. And I was like, damn.
Well, he's not going to
Like,
come out and call his employer an asshole.
well, no, he's not. I know that, but I'm just saying, like, for him to, obviously he's been in the game. He's been coaching for a long time. But like, regardless of how much shit I talk about Mike McCarthy, he is without a doubt a Super Bowl winning head coach.
Thanks,
He
Aaron
knows
Rodgers.
his shit, like Aaron Rodgers. But it's just that's just crazy to me. Like you said, well, it's not crazy to me like he doesn't do it, but it's crazy to me that it's gotten to this point to where it's just like everybody knows you're full of shit. Like, stop it already. You know what I mean?
Mike McCarthy saying, "I guess I need to go look at the tape again," is another way for him to say, "I need to update my resume and put it out there because I'm going to need a new job."
The
what I've heard.
last time I remember Jerry Jones saying he wasn't going to fire a coach mid-season was Wade Phillips. We know what happened.
And what happened?
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Exactly.
Yeah. This is one of those weird years where finally I feel like fans are turning on Jerry Jones.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
The diehard
I'm-
Cowboy
I'm-
fans too.
I don't think it's
I'm one of them.
I don't think it's finally though. To be honest, I've very rarely run into any Cowboys fan who has anything good to say about him.
Yeah, but I mean, some of those hardcore ones, and we all know those ones that are like the obnoxious Cowboy fans that Stephen A. hates, right? The reason he
Of
trolls
course.
Dallas so hard.
Yes.
They're always like, "This is our year." Like, "Oh my God, we beat the Browns." Then they get destroyed by the Saints. Like, we still got it. They're
Fingered.
literally eliminated from playoff contention, but we're still our year. One of those kind of people. But after Jerry's comments post lines, like, he hasn't really given a good radio interview the last 2 weeks. Something about
He
him
really
turning
hasn't.
82. He's had his senior moments now more than ever, and you start to feel like fans are turning on him a bit. So, I mean, that's
I
just the
feel it.
vibe I get, right? So,
I'm
What else?
completely against him, sir. I have turned on him. He is nothing to me.
all right.
You're right though. All right, so my bad. I really wanted to ask you that, DJ, because I really wanted to know your opinion on that. But outside of that, yes, we do have some overreactions today.
There's a few. 'Cause
So
we got to get to our picks too. So, yeah.
hey, no one told you to talk about baseball, ho. Fuck off. Anyway, I'm just
I
kidding.
did.
I'm playing.
Asshole.
I love you,
Yeah.
JC.
All right,
I love
so-
you, JC.
All right.
My bad. So Giants need to start Drew Lock.
Ooh, Nori.
Yeah, not an overreaction for a very simple reason. After listening to the Giants some podcast today, they think kind of the same thing I am. It's not that Drew Lock's better. Drew Lock is not an upgrade. We just need something new. We need something different than what we currently have. And there's a $26 million injury clause for Daniel Jones if he gets hurt. So there's multiple reasons to take him out.
Okay.
Word.
Completely agree.
I like it. Alrighty. Goff has a legitimate case for MVP discussion this year.
Who?
Not an overreaction.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Oh, yeah, legitimate. Yeah, not overreaction.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Sweet.
he's cooking right now.
So, speaking of quarterbacks, Colts can win the AFC South if they start and stay with Flacco.
Sure, but they're not.
Not an overreaction.
As long as they don't tell him he's the starter.
I think it's over. I don't think it's an overreaction. I don't think they'll catch the Texans.
I don't know.
Have you seen the Texans recently?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
bro.
think they'll catch them. Who do they have missing for the entire year?
For the entire year?
Nobody, right? They have a couple.
Nobody.
They have a who's the other wide receiver besides Diggs? Not Tank Dell. Nico. He's not out for the year.
No, he's not.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Texans are too strong, and they lost by 2 points to Green Bay. Like they'll be all right. They got the division on lock.
I get it. So, speaking of quarterbacks, again, Wilson will lead the Steelers to the AFC North title.
Okay, that's an overreaction.
No,
not
those
the
Ravens
AFC
are still
North.
there. Have you seen
I mean, if this is the Wilson who just played last week, and that defense is pretty good. Winning the AFC North?
Yes.
No.
Not the way.
Oh no!
Baltimore's
Oh, you
playing.
know what? With the Ravens, the Ravens would have to just like die in a plane
Ravens
crash
are
for that
Bingo.
to happen.
Mhm,
So
there you
no.
go.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd give the Steelers right now the 5 seed. You know, the high
Mhm.
seed of the non-division
Absolutely.
winners. You know,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
but not the division right now.
Yeah. I agree.
Word.
Yeah. Ravens
Word.
are. It would have to be a major injury to the Ravens.
So speaking of the Ravens, if they miss the Super Bowl this year, they will be the major disappointment of the year.
Correct.
Not an overreaction.
Absolutely.
This is their all-in year. They've pretty much made it a point with the moves they made in the offseason that this has to be it. So,
Sweet.
yeah.
All right, just got a few more. All right, so there will be multiple 10-win teams, both conferences, who will miss the playoffs this year.
Yeah, that might not be because there's a lot of really bad teams. So I think there's like no middle class this year. Like a lot of okay teams are feasting on bad teams, and the bad teams
Yeah.
can't get out of their own way.
I could
That
see
might be right. That might be right.
All righty.
Uh,
I agree with it.
I think there's always some kind of like people who squeak their way into the playoffs. Like, yeah,
Just steal their way in, whatever.
yeah,
All right,
exactly.
so the NFC West will be taking only one team to the playoffs, and it is not the 49ers this year.
Not overreaction.
Seahawks.
Overreaction.
Added up reaction.
Looks like the Rams right now.
Sweet. And then the Chiefs are the kryptonite to the 49ers until said otherwise.
That's absolutely correct.
The
True
Chiefs
are the refs.
as true as Indianapolis
I
cannot win
think
in Jacksonville.
that's not fair to say because I think if the 49ers were healthy, that
They
would have been a
still
very,
lost.
very different game. It's
They
very
were.
easy to beat up a team missing half its players. Come on.
They were.
I mean,
They were healthy
it
against
was
the Super Bowl.
it was
though.
called Super Bowl 57.
They were very healthy. They lost.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefs are working on a three-peat. I think it's safe to say they're the NFL's kryptonite until somebody says otherwise.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
Facts.
All right. So despite being undefeated, Mahomes is not a top 10 quarterback this season.
This
Not
season,
right now.
Facts.
not overreaction.
Not right now.
He's
He's
not
got
playing like it.
multiple receptions and touchdowns this year, so no, definitely
No.
not.
I think it's a total overreaction.
All right. Herbert is a wasted talent in Harbaugh's offense.
Herbert's
Nah, overreaction.
No. I think it's just
He's getting his legs back under him. He hasn't
Yeah.
coached in the NFL in years. He's still figuring everything out.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
And
That'll be
last
fun.
and everybody's favorite, Aaron Rodgers' experiment is the complete and utter failure.
Well, yeah.
I mean, even your dog agrees. So he's a goddamn failure.
Yeah, that's true. Your dog did agree, Nori.
I
We
mean,
did
it's at
hear
the
that.
point where they got him the coach he wanted. They fired the
players
coach
he
didn't
wanted.
really want. You get Devontae
Mhm.
made the trade for
They
Adams.
fired the guy who wanted to fire his buddy. Like,
But where's
I don't
Salah
know.
now? Didn't he get like a consulting job somewhere?
yeah. Oh, he went to Green Bay. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Green Bay, yeah.
Of all places.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's helping Matt LaFleur. Get this, he's a defensive coach, but it's actually smart. They're using him to identify what the defense is doing.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Well,
smart.
I mean, he did lead the Legion of Boom, so there's obviously some credentials there.
And he's still getting paid by the Jets for the rest of the season too.
That's fucking great,
Yeah.
too.
So
Interesting. All right, that's it for me.
all right. Well, now to our Week 8 predictions. The pick order this week is Phil, JC, Chickenwing, Rob, DJ, and then Nori.
I feel like I'm being
Ob-
shafted.
Obviously, we started with a Thursday night game, and we all took Minnesota. Rob, this week you were a Vikings fan.
Yes.
Until next week.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next week. But your thoughts on your Vikings right now after dropping
And Rams.
by 10 to the Rams? So
No, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm still a believer that they'll pull it back together. I don't know what's lacking. I think it's just they're getting scored on way too much right now.
Mhm.
But yeah, sadness.
You might want to check on Sam Darnold because he almost got his head ripped off on that last
Couple
face
times.
mask.
Yeah, you guys see that video? That's freaking nuts. That was the safety too. That
Yeah,
cost them.
that's the shocker of it too. I'm wondering if why that's not reviewable.
That's
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a shocker of a play right there too, for sure. All right, on to the Sunday early games. Phil, we're starting with you. Eagles at Bengals. What do you got?
I mean, Eagles are coming off a win where Saquon put up more than the entire opposing team's offense.
Mm.
But I still feel like they're a team on the decline, while the Bengals are actually coming to their own this season. So I'm picking the Bengals.
I'm going with Cincy as well. Yeah, Bengals at home. This is the part where they're starting to turn it around. So, Chickenwing.
Whatever Phil said.
Rob.
Bengals.
DJ.
Yeah, I'm absolutely taking the Bengals. I'm not going to give the Eagles credit for beating up a bad team. That's what they were supposed to do. So I think Cincy is now waking up, and as you know, we've all said, this is now when they wake up and start playing good football and end up making the playoffs. So.
And Nori.
Definitely Bengals. The Eagles can win, but they have yet to beat a really good, impressive team this year, and I don't think it'll be the Bengals.
All right. Now, the first of what I assume are going to be a lot of easy picks this week. Baltimore at Cleveland. I'm assuming everyone is taking Baltimore right now. That's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Right?
Next 2 picks we can do actually all in one swoop, I think.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was looking at it too.
But I wanted to say, are the Browns going to play better now that Watson is out for the year?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
The fans cheered. The fans cheered, which I can't understand people getting mad at. The fans cheered when Watson got hurt. Yeah, I agree with them cheering. Oh, you shouldn't cheer when people get hurt. He physically hurt people. The fuck you mean you're not cheering? It's karma, bitch. Yeah, it's great. And they got a major, as far as football, yeah, Whitston's not bad. He's about to, it's not too late for him to do 30 for 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's plenty of time in the season.
Yeah. And FYI, just throwing that out there, the Browns actually still owe Watson $46 million in each of the next 2 years on that big contract that they signed him to. So, and
Browns Browning.
who
Was
knows?
that
And Bobby Bonilla.
Who knows the
Is the
recovery
GM
on his
still
ruptured
there?
Achilles too? By the way, so yeah.
Does that GM still have a job when they brought
Yeah.
him on?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
shockingly, yeah. They haven't cleaned house yet. But if they trade Myles Garrett, they're
He's gone. Yeah.
I think so. I think so with selling Amari for actually fleecing for Amari. I think Myles Garrett is next, and then they blow up that team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chubb included.
All right. The next one, this barn burner. Let me tell you a little bit about this game.
Barn burner.
Yeah, the Titans. Will Levis is not starting. He's hurt.
Woohoo!
Shoulder injury. Mason Rudolph is coming in to take on the Juggernaut Lions, and the Titans are still going to lose. Anybody taking the Titans over the Lions on this one?
No, that's all you, JC.
Yeah, that's not happening, bro.
buddy.
Not
What?
right.
He's not
Come on, you gotta
putting
make it
mayo
at
on his
least
shoulder, bro?
1%.
No.
He's not gonna put mayo on the show. Dang, it's not you, right? It's not even 1%.
First of all,
JC,
Mayo's not even
exactly.
playing. Okay.
It's not even
No, I'm
1%. Like
No, I'm
you gotta
saying
make
you
it at
put-
least 1%. Like
Yeah, JC, just you know what? For the past 3 years, you were a hella homer for your team. What's changed,
Oh,
JC?
To be fair, for the last 3 years they were
Really?
competitive.
I guess, I don't know.
they also had Derrick Henry for.
Yeah, we had
There you
Derrick
go.
Henry.
The Derrick Henry guy was pretty good.
Stop that.
Yeah,
I hate all
they
of
were
you.
competitive. To be
They used
fair,
to have DeAndre Hopkins too. Did y'all hear about him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about him.
Still got Calvin Ridley.
After he got traded.
I'll be happily shocked to get this pick wrong if it does happen. But no, the way the Lions are looking right now.
I mean, the 0.74% is Mason Rudolph's family. They're picking the Titans. That's it.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm not going to pick the Titans the rest of the season. I mean, they still have to play the Patriots. They got to play
but
the
not this
Jags
game.
twice.
but not this
Yeah.
game.
Not this game.
Mm.
No. So,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Because I don't think the
guess.
Titans are the worst team in the league, so I wouldn't blame you for picking them against other people.
No, it's the
No,
Giants.
the Patriots.
Yeah,
No.
it is the Giants. No, he's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not even shit talk. It's true.
All right. Let's
Did the
see
Patriots.
here. Arizona at Miami, which quite frankly is probably the hardest game to call this week. Yeah. Phil?
Yeah.
It's a tough one to call. You're right, but I'm still going with Arizona. I think too many unknowns in Miami still.
Yeah.
Is it A-Chain now out as well?
Who? Sorry.
A-Chain?
I think
He's
so.
The running
Shane?
back, right? Etienne. I think he's playing.
playing.
I think he's playing. I mean, maybe Phil's right, but I think he's playing.
And the Dolphins are getting Tua Tagovailoa back. So I'm actually going to go with Miami on this one. So, Chickenwing.
My heart wants Miami to win just because fuck Arizona. But I think
Fair.
Kyler Murray is he didn't have any patch notes to deal with, so I think Arizona's gonna have to take this one.
All right.
Okay.
Rob.
Taking Miami. Call of Duty comes out this week.
No. DJ.
Yeah, I'm taking Miami as long as Tua doesn't get hit in his head.
Oh, jeez. And Nori.
Yeah, I said it.
Really?
I was gonna say
Yeah,
until Tua's waiting for Damar Hamlin, I guess, to fucking happen before he's retires. So until that happens, I'm gonna pick Miami.
So you want him to
his
die on the
streak
field?
happens
Okay, cool.
any given Sunday, so
Got it. So you want him to die on the field? Got it.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I don't want him to die, but
Oh.
goddamn, like he wants to die on the field. He literally said that.
you know what, Chicken Wing, this
That
is
was
why
not
you and
the
I
best
are
quote to have. Yeah,
This is why
exactly.
you and I are tied for first place.
Yeah.
It is. It's just crazy to me. Like we don't know what we're talking about. I'm just playing. All right, I love you.
Oh, no, you're not talking to me. I know. That's why I ignore that.
All right.
Oh, now I am
Nothing
talking to
do
you.
with it, but go on.
I'm just playing.
Jets at Patriots. Is anybody picking New England to beat the Jets? I know the Jets are looking like a dumpster fire right now, but they are still favored by 7.5 in this game.
I mean, no.
I'll tell you what, it would be the funniest thing that has happened yet this season.
I agree. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be the funniest thing to happen yet this season.
Okay.
That's saying a lot for
I mean,
the
if-
Jets.
I
If
mean,
Belichick was still coaching the Patriots, I'd pick them just because he hates the Jets. But other than that, no.
yeah, he refuses to lose to the Jets.
That's true.
Exactly.
All right. Atlanta at Tampa. Phil, what do you got?
Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Fuck Baker Mayfield, but I am picking Tampa. Chickenwing.
I am legit not sure because Godwin's out now. You know,
Oh, yeah.
makes me a little sad.
Isn't Evans hurt also?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
who's Baker throwing to?
Exactly.
Whoever's next in line.
That's what
Whoever
yeah,
the Titans
yeah.
trade to him, I guess. I don't know.
Exactly. Like this one's probably like my hardest game to pick because you're right. Who's Baker throwing to?
Yeah.
We had the same question about Brock Purdy, but no, fuck me.
You
Niners
had
should
the
have
same
won that
question
game.
about Josh Allen this year too, and look what's happening there. So.
Are you serious, Mike? And look, Mike, when Brock Purdy does not have the moon and the stars lined up, he looks average. And that's what happened. We've already been talking about this. This is nothing new.
Which is okay.
Players
He doesn't
get
have to be
hurt.
a generational talent. He's just be a good bus driver. There's nothing wrong with being a system quarterback.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, DJ. Yeah.
Except the losses.
You're right.
That might be
You're
wrong
right,
with it.
though.
I mean, to be fair, when you're missing 30% of your team,
I
as an
am.
NFL team, you're probably going to lose.
Chances are, yeah.
I love it.
Oh, shit, I didn't pick. My bad.
No, you didn't. So what on you?
yeah.
Way
Fuck.
to go, Mike. God damn it.
Rob.
I'm out to go with Kirk, bro. Sorry.
What's up?
You're up.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. I hate you so much, Rob. Really do.
what? You expect me to pick the Bucks with Baker Mayfield? No, Falcons.
Yes, so.
DJ.
Damn. All right. I'm taking the Bucks.
All right, and Nori.
I'm taking the Falcons because I can't name a single Bucks receiver that's going to be playing. So
Sterling Shepard.
Sterling Shepard is.
But Mike Edwards.
almost
I'm
dead.
just playing. Just playing.
I mean, yeah, but
I love him, but like,
He plays on defense. So.
uh,
All right,
about that.
Shut up, bro. I hate you so
Phil.
much.
Yes.
This is your favorite time of the podcast. Your Jags are hosting the Packers this week. Back after 2 weeks in London, back at home.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen here?
Packers look like a team that want to win. Jaguars look like, I mean, we won convincingly, but we still don't strike me as a team that really knows how to win. We just happen to be playing the Patriots. So I'm going Green Bay this week. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
You're
I
not.
don't think.
I hope you're definitely not wrong.
Well, is anybody picking Jacksonville to beat Green Bay this week?
I just
No.
want ETN to give me
No.
3 touchdowns. That's it.
Well, 4 times more picking the Jaguars than picking Tennessee.
I just
At least
need ETN to give me 3 touchdowns so I can beat Nori this week. Okay, I need to keep my streak going. All right, that's it.
All right. And keeping it in the AFC South, Indianapolis at Houston. Crazy. This is only week 8, and it's the second time they're playing in the regular season already. They actually played in the season opener. So,
I'm out of the
Yeah,
way.
you're right.
yeah,
It's
just get these
unusual.
games out of the way. So, is anybody picking Indy with Houston
Nah.
favored
Love
by
it
6?
happen. Another
By
game I
5 and a half.
really wish it went that way, but I
Nah.
really don't think it's gonna.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna pick Houston, but I really hope the Houston curse is wrong and Indy wins. So yeah. So all right, Sunday late afternoon games, starting with New Orleans at the Chargers. I guess I can ask: is anyone picking New Orleans this week?
I'd really like the New Orleans 49ers to pull this one out, but injuries are keeping them down, and the Chargers are going to pull this one out because even though they're not really a talented team, the Chargers.
Just catching strays. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel good, does it, Mike?
It really doesn't.
Bitch.
All right. Let's move on here. Buffalo at Seattle. Phil, start with you.
Buffalo.
All right. I'm taking Buffalo as well. Seattle did look great last week, but Buffalo is just on another level going right now, especially after getting Amari Cooper. Chickenwing.
Yeah, fuck the Seahawks. Buffalo. Yeah, go Josh Allen.
Rob.
Bills.
TJ.
I am also taking the Bills.
And Nori.
Bills, definitely.
All right.
Guys. Bills Mafia.
Here's a fun one for you guys.
Broncos.
Does anybody take Carolina to beat the Broncos?
Nah, bro.
No way.
Fast week. This is gonna be a very fast week.
This is a short
I
episode.
told you. I
Well,
told
this is a big
you.
part.
It's gonna be the easiest week that we all have.
How cool would
It's
it
gonna
be?
be
And how bad of it we all are wrong.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, these upsets will be insane.
Mhm.
Let it be
Could you
done.
imagine we were like all like 4-12 or 4-10 this week?
It
Let
happened like
chaos reign. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, we
Especially
usually
for the
go
week.
through that in the beginning of the year, but like in the middle of the season, no, I can't do that.
Watch.
It wasn't a week 2. We all did terrible.
Yeah,
Pretty sure that was week 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Week 2, week 3.
Bryce Young going to come back and fucking tear it up in Carolina. Jesus.
Stop that,
Oh,
please.
please stop.
Please-
No, that's
Please don't
not
say
it.
things like that.
Casey, I love you, but no, you can't keep doing that. Okay.
All right.
Please.
Casey at Las Vegas. Anyone picking the Raiders to beat the Chiefs?
Is Aiden O'Connell the god
the
starting?
Chiefs.
Is who?
Aiden
God.
O'Connell the god?
I don't.
Because he's the last
The god.
quarterback who actually beat Mahomes and the Raiders,
Oh my God, no,
and he's still on the team.
No,
Like, it's a legit question. Is he starting?
Let me look.
no,
Let's,
I don't
terrible.
think so.
he is.
He is?
Yes, he is.
He was the
Yeah.
last guy to beat Mahomes too.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm still picking the referees
Yeah,
and the Chiefs.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just
What do
say
you?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not jumping on that grenade.
I
I
like
know
to
the
take some
Raiders
risks,
always
but yeah, no.
always play the Chiefs tough, but still, you know, I mean,
I like the Chiefs, but I hope they lose because they should have lost quite a few games by now.
Yeah.
I want the Chiefs to not win the Super Bowl this year. I do not want Kansas City to have a dynasty.
Not the way he's playing right now. He's got more interceptions than touchdowns right now.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but they still get those W's.
all right.
Right? They're still winning. That's the problem.
And Chicago at Washington to close out the late afternoon slot, and Chicago's actually looking pretty good. So I think we can go through the picks. Is Jaden Daniels, is he going to be healthy to go, by the way?
That's my only question because he was week to week last I looked.
Just week to week.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And the Bears are coming off a bye as well. So we're going order here. Phil, what do you got?
Yeah, I just saw that he missed practice
Yeah,
yesterday.
practice today.
Okay.
Okay. Still going Washington. I mean, I think he's a talent, but I don't think he's the only one on that team. I think they got a good team all around.
They do. It pains me to say it.
All right. I'm going Washington as well. Chickenwing.
Definitely going Washington to break the curse of the NFC East.
Rob?
Chicago.
You will go Chicago, bitch.
All right. DJ.
Yeah, I'm still taking Washington because now that I think about it, Marcus Mariota came in there and he still lit it up. So even if Jaden Daniels doesn't play, Washington will be fine.
Wow.
Yep. So paint your fingernails, Rob.
And Nori.
I'm gonna go barely with Washington, but I actually think this game's gonna be very close.
Mm-hmm. Not expecting a close game too, but yeah, I mean Mariota's looking amazing too where he's at. Too, so.
Yeah, look what happened to him.
Yep.
Wasn't he in Tennessee? Sorry.
He was. Just they kept changing fucking offensive coordinators on him every year. Couldn't get him to win.
My bad. I'm very sorry. I apologize.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he did. I know.
Like, is that a real apology?
I'm very sorry.
What are you laughing at, Phil? You had Urban Meyer as the coach. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh my
He did though. That's right.
Yeah.
He hasn't worked since.
He doesn't need to, right?
He's a marriage counselor now.
Jimbo Fisher. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I bet you he is.
All right.
Gentlemen, this is how not to cheat on your girl. Yeah, don't put cameras on you. Anyway.
All right.
I've learned my
on
lessons. Here's how to get away with it.
This Sunday night minority matchup: DJ's Cowboys at Chickenwing's 49ers.
The battle of the two broken dicks. Let's go.
We can call this the injury.
It's the wet noodle battle.
Yep.
That's a rare Chickenwing funny moment.
Yeah, he copied that from Phil. Phil coined that.
That was good.
Year,
I did.
so,
I did.
yeah.
No, I mean, all his jokes are recycled, but it was good timing for once.
No.
Bless his heart. I will give him credit for the timing.
He said, "Bless his heart." Oh my
Phil, what do you got on this one?
So I don't really see. I don't see it as like really two broke dicks because there's really only one. 49ers are beat the fuck up.
Yeah, we're beat up on offense. They're beat up on defense.
Yeah.
And then beat up everywhere. And the Cowboys aren't nursing the injuries that they are.
And they can't run the ball, so they're very one-dimensional right now.
Yeah.
Well, they got a broken brain, but they're not physically broken teams. So they're not technically a broke dick.
Okay, one broke dick.
So that's
gentlemen.
by definition is what I was getting at.
It happens to be the
But they're
Cowboys.
one broke brain. So
Yeah, that's
Broke
Jerry
brain.
Jones. Yeah.
But isn't the brain in the head, which is also a dick? Sorry, I'm quit.
Okay.
Just,
Alright, cool.
yeah.
Jesus.
Right. You're
Stop
right.
it in your head.
So Phil, what are you
Right.
picking?
Cowboys.
All right. I'm gonna go with San Fran. So I just don't see what the hell Dallas is doing. So Rob.
The answer is nothing, sir.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Because DJ said they're doing nothing, I'm gonna go with the Niners.
You would.
Nori.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Okay.
I'm very confident that they'll have just enough to barely beat Dallas, because Dallas really looks bad right now.
All right. Now, DJ, your Cowboys are on the road for this one. So
Yeah.
they should play better than they do at home, right? But what do you got?
Yeah, they're 3-0 on the road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we can't run the ball. That was already discussed. It's the truth. They're dead last in rushing. And I mentioned this last week. They don't know how to beat the 49ers. They've had 4 tries, and they failed each time. And I don't see this as being any different. Especially when our defense is missing Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence and Deron Bland. And then on offense, Brandon Cook's still on IR, so we're going to have to, play your second and third string receivers.
Yeah.
Plus,
Can you name them?
Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb aren't on the same page
It's fucked up.
for whatever reason. There's some sort of internal feud going on. I mean, I guess maybe CeeDee wanted more money than Dak. I don't know. I don't really fucking care, to be honest with you. So
The anger.
So hurt. Like, someone get this man a blanket or something.
A blanket.
I'm gonna burn my Cowboys blanket is what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god.
But
So
I'm
hold
going
on.
to take the 49ers.
I was picking the Cowboys. This is what I'm
You-
getting
Yeah,
here.
man. I'm,
Sounds like
Yeah,
it.
so
Yes.
far.
yeah.
I
Look,
guess so.
I'm,
I just want to make this point real quick because you guys like Nori's accused me before of just making an emotional, throwing shit at the wall pick. But I want
No. I did not say
No,
that, Pendeja.
no,
I didn't
not
say
for
that
this
every
one.
fucking time.
Yeah.
I said
Right.
once a week you pick a pick that's off the wall.
Okay, well, let me give some examples of why I'm not picking them this time.
Please do, Philip.
okay, sure.
Christian
Yeah, let's go.
McCaffrey's almost out. Backup running back Jordan Mason's questionable. Starting
Okay, cool.
Brandon wide receiver Brandon Ayuk IR as well.
Yep.
Deebo Samuel questionable. Chris Conley questionable.
Yep.
Starting wide receiver Jawan Jennings questionable.
Yep.
Starting tight end George Kittle questionable.
Yep.
Okay.
Nick Bosa questionable.
Good questionable.
Place kicker out. Second, actually, the starting place kicker is on the IR. The backup place kicker is out.
Backup players.
I mean,
And
this
Hey,
is
hey,
I still think they can beat the Cowboys.
right.
hey, Phil, real quick, let me ask you something. Is Shanahan on IR?
Wow.
Okay.
I mean,
Is Mc-
valid
Because
question. It's a valid question.
last I checked, we're also talking about coaching, and McCarthy is not as good of a coach as Shanahan, unless you are going to argue that too.
No. I told you this is a battle between broken brain and broken dicks, and I just feel like on this one, the broken dicks are far more broken than the broken brain. I think they're pulling it out.
Yeah, but that broken brain is Jerry Jones. So I'm.
Yeah, I know. I think that's all the way
yeah,
at top.
so-
I'm just that's what I'm getting at. But it's
Yeah.
they are a busted up fucking team.
Phil, I'm with you completely, and trust me, I would love to get this pick wrong, so that way I have at least something to talk shit to Mike about. I would absolutely
Yes, I
love
know.
it. However,
My phone needs to be on.
until the
too.
Cowboys beat the Niners, I'm not going to pick them. This is just like the Cowboys versus Giants. Until the Giants beat the Cowboys, you don't
It's
pick
true.
the Giants.
I
Well,
dread
I-
every time
I-
we play the Dallas. No matter what, it just
Is what
I
it
know.
is.
I it's the
I
uniforms.
can tell shit first because I'm the one picking the Cowboys. That's what I know.
Yep. Well, there's
I think-
still a chance Chickenwing picks the Cowboys. Chickenwing, what's your pick?
Yeah, fuck
Oh.
no. I will never pick the Cowboys.
Okay.
No.
Well, okay, now there's no chance for
There's-
the Cowboys.
No.
Yeah.
No. Fuck
This will
no.
be the game that I take first place.
Never.
solely, I guess,
Oh,
then.
boy.
Never.
All right. And Monday night game, Nori.
We're all picking the Steelers. Thank you for joining us on the podcast.
Yeah.
That is JC joining us. R.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
I mean,
No,
is this basically the Giants taking back-to-back L's to the state of Pennsylvania? Is that basically what's going on here? So,
That's correct.
yeah.
And ironically, this will be the game the Giants wake up and win.
Hey,
That's the Giants' way. But I ain't picking them.
Yeah.
You-
Fuck that.
um,
They look terrible. The
you still got
Steelers
the,
look amazing with Wilson. Like, holy shit.
hey, Rob, you still got that heroin? Because I need to see what you and Nori's going through right now. Jesus.
No,
You guys need to learn how to cope like I cope.
no.
By drinking alcohol and then following it up with Robitussin?
I mean, whatever works, right?
Whatever works.
Take it from
I
the
feel
Giants.
you.
So. All right, well, those are our picks and predictions for week 18. Week 18. Week 8. I wish it was week 18 the way the Titan season's going. Next week, we'll recap week
Jesus.
8. Make some predictions
Almost
of week
there.
9. We'll see how the World Series is going. Are we going to have a World Series champ by the time we record? We'll find out. And then Chickenwing will give his bye-week report card on his team, the Broken Dicks, the San Francisco 49ers.
Let me give you all preview now. If the Dallas Cowboys somehow fucking get a win out of this, it's an F-. There it is.
Okay, just you better
Fair.
show up if they take an L. I'm just
That's
saying.
fair.
So win or lose, be here.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right. All right. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us on this week's episode of the Sports Miners Podcast. Once again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan, and
Yeah, to think about it.
I'm okay with us being Steelers. Yeah. So what do we got?
Chicken Wing, either going to be very happy or very pissed off Niners fan next week.
This is Nori. Being a Giants fan feels like I just rang the doorbell for a Diddy party.
Wow.
Hey, this is Rob. The reason the Giants have 2 wins this year, at least. So, yeah. Oh, also a resident Vikings fan. Have a good day.
For this week.
For this week, yeah.
DJ here, and well, to the Cowboys players who actually have been playing football all season and have actually been putting forth the effort to win games. I hope this gets to you so you can head to Santa Clara and get a win. I don't see it happening, but maybe you can prove me wrong.
And this is Phil, accepting Jaguars fan. Have a good night or day or whatever. Whatever the heck goes into the podcast, I forget. This is not live.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you next week. Thanks, everyone, once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
You know what, JC? I do need your help on something since you're like a history, geography, whatever buff. You went to that shit.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, exactly. So quick question. I'm doing homework right now, and I needed to know which country has the most reserve oils.
Well, reserves?
Yeah.
Herbs?
I believe the U.S. does, but you may want to Google that.
Technically, the U.S. because of last.
Strategic reserve is enough to keep us going for 18 months as a nation. It's huge.
Oil reserves. It could be Russia because they're one of the biggest producers too.
Well, I'm only asking because one of the answers that I think is correct. It looks like here it says Diddy.
Jesus Christ!
Oh man.
Well,
long walk.
Has Diddy been spotted in Venezuela? Because that's actually the correct answer.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's Venezuela.
Yeah.
I mean, Diddy was spotted in jail. Oh wait, he's still there.